All right, here we go again. Okie dokie. I gotta wait for the ads. Sorry. All right, there we go. Okay, well, back again. I believe this is about as focused as we're gonna get. All right. Okay, as you see, we have the palette here. It's just a piece of plain paper on some old cardboard that I had laying around for a while. All right. Ultramarine, what are we, ultramarine green or something like that, ultramarine blue, one of those. Titanium white, cad yellow, sap green, and some Mars black. Hey, Saya, long time no see, right? So we got that. Let me activate this live chat here. Okay, what am I gonna do for a background? Well, I'll pretty much keep it pretty standard. Okay. So we'll start off with the basic sky. After the sky, well, I guess we'll surround this thing with some trees or whatnot. Okay. There'll probably be some bushes, maybe, or another tree. Who knows? Who knows? But just to give this something a little more to look at besides just this plain white background. Okay. All right. I'm going to take, I'll just take old standby right here. You're on Troll Patrol. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'll get a few. Well, I'm gonna take this. This is about a 1.5 inch brush. I'm gonna get some vegetable glycerin. Now, this is just the medium that I prefer. You can use acrylic medium or whatnot. I do work with heavy body acrylic paints. Okay, and I won't go all the way down. Maybe around here or so. And I'll just, now this is watercolor paper, so it is porous. It will, the glycerin will soak into the watercolor paper. Okay, I don't need too much of this. This brush can kind of take a beating. So there. And I only need to really go toward the top. I really don't have to go any further than that. I can put it on top of the taped house. It's okay. Once again, now I might have a little much on here. All the depends on what the subject is and all of that. So, okay, I guess I'll coat the bottom with titanium white. I want it a little lighter, so I'll just take a little white paint here. Now I will paint over the house, act like the house doesn't even exist. Okay, I'll just kind of put the white here, put some of that here. And once again, I'm just mainly concentrating on the sky right now. I'll use the ultramarine. I'm not going to clean the brush off. It won't be necessary. So I'll just come up here and kind of pop that color up here. Pretty solid here, okay? Then as I work my way down, it just naturally, it's just gonna get lighter and lighter. It's all right. I'll smooth it all out later. I just want the color on there. It gets lighter as we go down like that, okay? So nice little gradual thing. I'll just clean off this brush. This brush really is just to kind of lay that color down. Will I put clouds back here or anything? Who knows? All depends on how the painting goes. I'll just take a large brush like so. Now I can either circle it like I usually do, or I could just do the crisscross thing. I'll just do the crisscross thing and see where that takes us, where that goes. Just gently do it. Mix that white red in, blend it in. I'll come up here and mainly just get the streaks out and whatnot. Now glycerin has a tendency to make your paint expand a little bit. Okay, I think I will slap some clouds in there. Why not? So I'm just really gonna Like I say, I'll do the crisscross thing today. It's all right. Now just come down here and kind of blend that out. The more you do it, the more it blends, so it's all good. Like I say, I don't have to go all the way down. Whoops. All right, something like that. I'll clean this. Now this brush retains a lot of water, so you're gonna have to get your hands wet. And it's nothing but a makeup brush you get from Walmart. I had it for a while. Squeeze the water out of it, rinse it off, put it in the beater rack there. And believe it or not, I got a beach towel on my lap, so I just kind of Hey Madonna, yeah, it's been a while. I'll just wipe it right off. It air dries quickly, it retains its shape and all of that good stuff. And you just put it right back. All right, I really don't want to go really crazy with the clouds, but I'll do a little something. I'll just take, I'll do the fan brush clouds. I'll take a softer fan brush. I won't take the hog's hair, I'll take a softer one here. Let's go into our white, just like this. All right, just like that. And where I see little gaps, I'll just kind of put the clouds in there, I suppose. So I'll just come here and I'll just do one of these things, a little twisty twirly deal like that, and come up here, pop some here, come down this way like this. I'll just kind of let it do what it do. I'll get a little bit more, got a little bit of light blue in it, it's all right. Yeah, kind of, I'll pop some down here. Kind of don't matter at this stage. I'll kind of maybe pop a little something there like that. And that's it. That's all I'll do. With acrylic paint, dry your brush off immediately if you're not planning on using it afterward. It will dry and cake up on your brush. Another little eyebrow brush or whatever you ladies use it for. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to kind of lightly just blend, probably blend the bottom into the color. Okay, just like this. Just blend that bottom out there. Just blend it out. You can use various hand pressure to do so, and just a circular type of thing, and it disappears on you. I know that my hand's blocking the view when I use my right hand. Sorry. Okay. Let's blend out some of this here. Just a little bit of the bottoms. I want blended out. You can pick and choose what you want blended out, what you want to stay. Up to you. Okay. Come down here, blend some of that. Just blend it, let it travel, let it move around. Up to you of how much of it you want blended, how much of it you want to stick around. It's up to you. I'll come to the top, I'll just wisp some of this in a well, whatever direction you feel, really. Like I said, I don't want to ruin the intensity of a lot of this, so very light. Come on around. Like I say, you kind of wisp it to whatever direction you want. Okay. Whatever you want to keep, you keep. Whatever you don't want to keep, blend it out. I'll come in here, smooth some of that out. Like I said, I don't want to blend out everything, so it's really your choice how much of it you want to keep. Just like that. You can smooth it out, or you can go back and layer more clouds on top of it. Up to you on how active you want your clouds to be. Okay. All right, and let's clean this off real quick. I'll take one of these. And it's just another brush, and I'll just lightly and what this does is kind of smooth everything out, blends it a little bit more, and fades out some of those little stragglers you don't want hanging around, and it blends it a little bit more into your painting. I don't want the clouds as sharp, so I'll kind of dull out the top edges a little bit, because you know it's in the background. I want it to blend in with the sky a little bit more. Okay. Once again, it just blends out things and smooths it all out. All right. Okay. And that's that. Once again, paint right over the house. Act like the house does not exist, because if you do, and if you start painting like that, it's going to show. You know, you purposely stopped here, you purposely stopped here, you purposely stopped here. Don't do that. Paint right through the whole thing. All right. Act like it doesn't even exist. Don't even mind it. All right. Okay. I guess I'll throw some trees in there, but I think I'll do some taller trees. The same color as the sky. We're gonna darken it a little bit. All right. So let's take a small palette knife. We'll just get a little bit of this ultramarine. Well, we'll put it right here. You guys can see that I'm gonna take a little bit of black. All right, we're just gonna deepen it just a little. Now, if by chance you make it a little too dark like this, it's all right. You slap a little white in there. Now, white and black, it might turn it kind of grayish. All right, you just have to keep looking at it. But I just wanted to get a little lighter. I'll keep adding the white until I get the shade I'm looking for here. That will be all right. What I have here is fine. Mix it a little bit better here. So we got this grayish green thing happening there. All right. Okay. Basically, I just want to take that and we'll do some background trees back there. Just saying hi. I'm going to take a sponge. I'll just kind of get some of this stuff. I'm gonna keep the paint pretty thick. Once again, these are just background, guys. All right, and so I'm gonna come pretty high up around here, get some. Now what I'm looking for right now is just some interesting shapes here. Come down a little bit, but these guys are a little higher. These are deciduous trees, so, and we're gonna come up behind the house a little bit there, like that. And we'll come here and we'll kind of put a nice little batch of that up in here. Okay, just like that. Let some of that sky come through back there. And I'll just kind of bring it down here. We'll keep it around here somewhere. All right. Yep, and we'll gradually come here a little bit. Grab some more. And we're gonna come down. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. Gets a little heavier as we go downward down here. It doesn't matter because we're gonna have other trees here. The other trees will be a little more on the greenish side. We'll bring it all the way down like that. Doesn't matter at this point. Okay, all right. Just like that. I don't have to really concern myself with highlighting anything back there for right now. I'm gonna take the sponge, clean the sponge off. Like I say, they're a little closer toward that little sky color. We're gonna make the other trees a little lighter. All right, I'll use some of the sap green. We'll just take some of this sap green and we'll put it right here, right on top of the other color. Doesn't matter. Take a little more sap green. We'll slap a little yellow in there. and just a touch of white. White kind of beefs up the yellow a little bit. All right, and we're gonna just mix it right in there with the other colors. All right, get a nice batch of this stuff here. These trees will be in the front of what we just did. And what's going to do is going to push the darker trees back further. It's especially push them back further if you highlight this light green. All right, okay. All right, we'll take the same sponge and we'll put some shorter, more green trees back there. Okay. All right, and we're going to take this batch and we're going to come down below and we're just going to kind of pop them in there like this. You can bring some way up here if you want, just like that. Bring them a little lower. These are a little lower. Bring them down. Bring them all the way down, as a matter of fact. Right down in here. Bring them down. Bring it right down there. Okay, bring it right down. As you can see, it brings the trees all the way back already. We'll pop one. Oh, right up here, going up that way. And bring it down to right there. Get a couple of little airy things happening there. Okay, make it a little solid down there, like that. All right, now I know you don't really see it until I raise that up. So we'll raise it right about there. Okay. All right. We'll put the sponge. No, let's clean up the sponge. Trust me, you want to clean these sponges just like you want to clean the brushes. Okay. Troll patrol. I like that. Okay. Let's get a little bit of we'll take some green and black. We'll take a little bit of this green and black. We'll mix it right in here. I'll get a little bit of white. I really don't want the yellow. We'll gray it up a little bit more. That's cool. That'll work. Let's get a little bit of white now. Add it in there. A little more white. Lighten it up just a little bit more. A little bit more. And what I'm doing really is just, I'm gonna throw in some bits of bark in there. I'll use a palette knife, and we'll throw in some trunks in there. Put them in various shapes, various sizes there, just like that. I don't have to have them super dark. Put them in there. Some in here. Pop some in here. I don't want them super dark. Some of the texture should be enough. Oh, kind of put one right up in here like that, and we'll put a long one up in there, something like that. All right, that's enough of that. Let's scrape this out of there. We don't need no more of that. Okay, let's get a little more yellow. Put the yellow right in with that green, mix it in there. Now once again, we're gonna get a little bit of what I have left of white, just to bump up that color a little bit. Need a little more than that. It's gotta be a little bit brighter. So I'm gonna go into my white again. Put a little bit more white right there. Now you have to think about composition, but right now we're this is titanium white, very opaque stuff. Slap some yellow, put some brightness back into that. Now, as long as you got that titanium white in there, okay. See how it brightens it right up? Don't know if I'll need this much of it. I doubt it. The brighter the highlight, the less of it you really need. But I would rather have too much than too little and have to remix all of this stuff again. All right, okay. Depending on where you want your light source to be, all right, you know, it's your choice. You can use the sponge again. I'll just keep using the sponge, no big deal. You can use the sponge or you can use another brush for your highlights. It's really up to you how you want to do it. But we'll kind of pop in those highlights in there, just like this. All right. I don't want to make all the trunks disappear. We'll put some of this down in here like that. Get some more. Don't force it. Let it come right off the sponge. And we'll kind of pop some in here, some down there, and come by the house there like that. All right. We don't really have anything up here. It's just some stuff hanging around up here. And then we'll come here, you know, kind of twirl it around a little bit, make them pretty interesting. All right, leave it be. That's it right there. Don't spend a lot of time on it. Okay. All right. What do I want for? Well, I'm gonna just coat it with green for right now. As far as the lawn, obviously it's kind of a well manicured house, so we're gonna use I'll use this brush because we're just gonna lay down color for right now. I'm gonna use just a small bit of black. We're gonna just gray it out a little bit. Okay, we'll kind of mix it in there and get some water. Thin it out, thin the paint out with the water. I'm just really blocking in. It may be enough, I doubt it. I'm gonna get a little bit of glycerin. It'll help the paint travel a bit. Because we're just blocking in the ground right now. Okay, just blocking it in. We'll kind of put it right around in here somewhere. And once again, I'm just blocking in color. Right up in here, where the grass would be, just block it in. Block all that in, just like that. Once again, just blocking in color. Act like the house doesn't exist. It's all right. Don't know if I have enough of this. We'll find out. It maybe will, but we're blocking it in so it doesn't even have to look like super pretty. It's all right. Once again, I'm just blocking this stuff in. I don't think I have enough. And if not, I'll just make some more real quick. I'll just get a little bit of black, a little bit of green, pop that black and green in there. Get a little bit of yellow, get a little bit of white, pop it in there. Definitely have enough. I don't even have to add glycerin into this. A little more white. Close enough. Once again, I'm just blocking in. I'll use a little bit of water. I'm gonna use some water instead of glycerin because I want it to dry, really. And we just kind of block all that stuff in there. Block it in. Okay. Now, that's it. Block it right in. Now that I've got it blocked in, just adjust the focus a little bit. Every time I add a layer, definitely have to adjust the focus. Get up in there. All right, now it's really up to you of how you want to do your area. Like I said, this house is a little more manicured, so we'll do the lawn as such. Okay. All right. So that I've got this pretty much all done up, I'm just thinking, how do I want this pretty much to look here? A few ways I can do it. But we'll get the grass patterns in there. Like this is just pretty much a standard. Why did they do that? Oh, just a standard kind of a landscape thing. Let's move this out the way. Yeah, I'll put it there. It's all right. I'll put that there. I'll bring the house down a little bit here, just to get it out of the way. Okay. We don't have to really mess with anything up here. We're pretty much through with that. All right. Let's get, see, you can really have fun, mess with different types of greens and all of that. It's really up to you. Let's do something a little different today. Let's use, if I can find it. I do have it. I might have to turn this thing around. Let me pick it up here. As you see, a bunch of brushes, right? Am I looking for you? No. Yeah, I think she's in there somewhere. Oh, never mind. I see it. It's in the wrong one. Okay, we'll use this guy. Now, when I use this fella, as you can see the thickness of the bristles, you need a lot more paint. Okay. So if you get a brush that's really thick like that, just be prepared to really crank out the paint, because it's just even this is a 1-inch brush. I got bigger ones, so you're just gonna have to really open up that paint there. We're gonna lighten it up a little bit. Because once again, that's just the foundation color you're looking at right now. All right. So I'll bump up the color a little, as you guys can see. Now, white is a transparent color. It's not as bold. Therefore, we have to as Emerald Lagasse would say, kick it up a notch. All right. So I use the titanium white it's to boost up that yellow, not necessarily the green itself. All right. Okay. Yeah. I need more brushes, like I would need a gallbladder operation. We'll kind of put it all in there like that. We'll just mix it in with the brush itself. This brush retains a lot of paint. Okay, and as you can see, I'm tapping it into the bristles, just like that one Afro gentleman would do. Okay, all right, now I'll kind of narrow the brush down a little bit. Okay, light touches, really. And we're just gonna kind of lightly tap. We'll tap some of that greenery in there, especially around the back there. We'll kind of, the grass here is a little more manicured, so we'll keep it pretty even. We'll keep it kind of nice. I'm going to go straight across. I'm not going to angle it too much. This is more of a manicured type of lawn thing here. So it's a little different than that wild grass I'm usually painting. Okay. And just let it happen. Now you can go directly like I'm doing now, or you can take your brush. Well, I won't take it, not like that. It's got a lot of paint there. And you can kind of angle it this way downward, and then it gives you another type of variety of grass texture. But right now, like I said, I'll keep it pretty much straight across. Try not to stroke your brush apart, brush along, rather. Get interesting little patterns. I kind of like this variety of grass myself. And just tap, 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 tap away as you can hear. Don't be so overly cautious. Okay. There's going to be other stuff added in here as I'm doing this. So don't fret. Don't worry. Hashtag don't panic. But look at that. Look what you have already. Okay. Your eye fills in the rest. You got me? All right. Pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, let's go into some more. If I had enough. I don't have enough. We're gonna go into a little more yellow. We're gonna put the yellow, we'll pick a swath of green right in there like this. All right. We'll throw some highlights in there. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go into the white. All right, can you see that? Have our little swath of yellow right here in this little itty bitty bit of green in there, just like that. And so we get some little highlights going. Bunch it in there, put it right in there in the bristles. Okay, so obviously we'll pop our highlights in here. Very light touch, as you can see. We'll come behind the house a little bit, kind of play around with it like this. Just like so. Right here in that little crook in there, in that little nook. Pop some of that green in there. All right, right here by the tree line. So kind of bump up that tree line back there, just like that. All right. If you want to go past the tape, go past the tape, but kind of pop that tree line like that. Come out here. You get like a nice little clump of grass, and then you just go in a straight line, expand it out a little thin. Oh, out here, expand it a little thin there. Now, if you take that clump like that and you start going down with the thin part, you got a hill. But I really don't want it to be too hilly, so we'll just kind of, once again, I'll just keep it going straight across today. Come out here, kind of outline that sidewalk there. And I'm just doing little batches. You still see little bits of the original color in there. It's okay. But you see it, I'm kind of shying away from the other side of the house there. That's going to be a little darker. And you'll see what I'll do with that. Something like that as I'm looking at it here. Okay, let's take over here, back here, up around in here. Let's take, still with the other color on my brush, I'm gonna just take some of this sky color and mix it in there real fast, just like that. Okay, and we'll come up here around the front and we'll kind of emphasize some darker stuff back here a little bit. Bring some of that out here. Pop some of it up around in here. You kind of sneak in some of that dark side of the house over here a little bit. Okay, just a wee bit. Bring some of that right in there, because you know we got that little bit of grass in there. So you're pretty much establishing that side of the house where the sun isn't really that strong. All right. I can pop a few bits of this color in here underneath. Something like that. Go behind the house a little bit. All right. We can throw a little bit of that love in here because there might be a bush or a tree somewhere around in here. Who knows? But we'll throw it this way. That shadow, like that. We'll bring it this way over in here, just like that. Just a little, because it might be a little something hanging around over there. All right. Okie dokie. As I'm looking at it here, I think I'm going to slap something right there. Yeah. It looks like I'm going to be going that way, in that direction. So for right now, I really don't need to do any more with that. As I'm looking at it here, I can get this paint off of this brush. Now, once again, with a brush that has this much bristles in it, you're going to need quite a bit of paint and a light touch. We're going to be coming back to this brush. Why is Madonna trying to transfer her lawn nightmare over to this painting? Hush. She want me to put moles and mole holes. You want me to put Wile E. Coyote over here, scrunched down, ready to get him a meal? Okay. Oh yeah, okay. All right. See, Madonna and her mole fantasy got me all miscombobulated over here. Okay. Let's get a little bit of red. Be careful with red. Red is just a firebrand that kind of draws your eye right in. Okay, it has no remorse. That's what red does. Now, I'm on regular 8.5 by 11 paper. I just got it folded and on this cardboard. I'm gonna save some of this green. I'll just kind of place it right there. Okay. All right. I don't necessarily want to lighten that red. We'll just keep the red at that intensity. Let's get Old Familiar out here. Let's get I'll do the hog's hair. I'll do this one here. All right, I'm gonna just get a little bit of water in this hog's hair brush. Why am I using a hog's hair brush? Stiffer. That's why. I'm gonna play around with this red just like this. I need it watery, but I don't need it so watery that it starts to run. Okay, so it's kind of a gentle dance of what I'm doing here with this heavy body paint. With a more liquefied paint, not so much. All right. Okay, and so I'll throw in some little wildflower type of things going on here. All right, and I'll just take now, when you flick with the brush, the further away you are, the more splatter you're gonna get. The closer you are, you're kind of able to control it a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna hang out pretty close here and just kind of pull back a bit, and we'll kind of throw in some of that red in here. We'll kind of pop it back here a little bit. And we'll kind of throw some here, nice little patch. And we'll come out here a little bit. We'll put some in that area in there like that. I don't want it super dark. Doesn't have to be. All right, we're good. You know what? Do I got enough white? Technically I should have. In theory. In theory. We'll see. We'll throw some white ones in there. Just because. Pretty much on the there we go. You don't want to add too many of them. You don't want it to look like snow. So, and if it comes up here, just kind of tap it away. It's all right. We'll put some little freckles over here too. just like that. I don't want to put them back there. We'll keep all that up front. All right. Yes, Sonia, mole holes. What's wrong with this woman? Okay, looks like a mouse got shot here, but you know, we're not gonna, or a mole. That's what happens to moles on this property. Something Madonna hasn't been doing on her land. Okay, all right. Enough teeth in Madonna. Okay, so we got our grass. We got a little bits of little wildflowery things happening over here. Let's add some more dimension. All right. I can't really add anything big here until this is finished. So we'll add something. We'll put something right. Cause remember we got this color, so we'll add something red in here. All right. Okie dokie. Since we got something bleeding over here, we can actually just take this red. Now remember, red and green are opposites, color opposites. All right, so what is going to happen is going to kind of almost cancel each other out here, and that's fine. That's okay. But now you got a different variety of green here. You see that? Okay. Now you got like an olive green happening over there. Okay. All right. Okie dokie then. Let's get this mess off my knife and off my finger here. Let's go back once again to the old standby 1-inch brush. I'm going to put a different. Hey Marilyn, your new bestie? All right, I won't ruin the relationship with your new bestie. I'll be good. We'll cheat. We'll take a little bit of this deep, well, what's left of this sap green, which isn't much to write home to mom about. But we'll just take this black, Mars black. We'll just take it in here. I don't even think I got enough Mars black, to be honest with you. I might need to pump a little more Mars black in there. So hold on one second. Hold on one second. This I call my Willy trees. Willy for Will Bigford. There we go. He uses a longer, thinner brush to do these. Okay, so I'll pop a deciduous pine, or not deciduous, these are deciduous trees. We'll just pop a pine right in here somewhere. I'll put it maybe about that high. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap like this. Now I like my middles to be kind of dark. Now as I'm tapping, I'm going to slowly go to the right, tilting the brush to the right and to the left. Gives me a very full tree. Just like that. Bring it right down. I may be able to get away with another one. Yeah, I'm gonna get away with another one. I gotta be careful where I'm at here. So we'll kind of put them right here. Kind of expand them. We'll put them right about there. We'll end them there. Just like that. Even out some of that. Keep the base pretty tight. So we got one right about there. This fella comes off the page here. Like that. Alright? Alright. Okay. All right, that was an important message from a buddy of mine. Okay, so we've got these guys going on here. Okay, now I can take the black off of this brush, and I will because we already got a green that's fairly deep. Okay. so I'll quickly take that off. All right, we'll grab some of this green here. These trees are a little closer to us. Now I could water it up a little bit, but I don't feel I need to. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll just once again give a tap, but as I do it, I'll slowly kind of angle this guy once again left and right, especially around its edges there. I'll bring some on the other side, and you can kind of mold this tree any way you want. Okay, I'll highlight this guy in a little while, just like that. We're gonna do the smaller guy the same way. Don't be so nervous about doing your trees like this. Like I say, it gives a fuller tree. Okay, let's take a little bit of what I don't have, but it's all right. We'll get there. Actually, we're gonna do something different. We'll add a little bit of yellow here. I'm running out of white here, but that's all right. We'll just gather a little bit more. I'll put the white right there. That might be too much because we're nearing the end of this thing. The house we'll do later. So get a little bit of white. We'll put it right there in that brown. Get a little bit of yellow. Put it right in there. Mix it right in with that brownish color there. Just like that. All right. Okay. And obviously we'll highlight on one side. Now you can really kind of design where you want those highlights. Bring some on the other side. Like that. Put it right in the front. Do the same thing with this fella right here. Angle your brush in different directions. Just like that. Okay. But I'm going to take some of this blue. And we're going to go on the other side. I'm going to tease some shadow side there. Bring some into the lit side there. Okay. Just like that. I don't have to highlight it or brighten the color. Just like that. Just a little bit. Okay. Go back into the blue a little bit. Narrow the brush and add little bits of that love on this fella here. You'll get accustomed to doing these the more you do them. All right. Okay. Like I said, it gives you a nice full tree. You're not really destroying all of that black. Black helps you out because it brings depth into all of that, so it makes it look like a deeper and rounded tree. You can take an even smaller brush, and I'll show you here. You take a smaller fan brush, and we can get some just some bright highlights just to push it out a little bit more. So I'll take a little bit of white. We'll come over here, take a little bit of yellow. Can the camera pick that up? Yes. And I just want little baby things just to, well, I'll do it like this. And as I'm doing it, now the smaller brush you use, the more detail you can get in here. As you can see, you can really kind of highlight where you want your tree branches to look like. Come down, come across, come down here like this, like that. Bring some over on the other side, but mainly down here. And kind of pop some here right on the edge up there. Just like that. Still a little more love over here, so we'll you can start to, you can see where some of your patterns are going to start. It once again, it just takes a little practice. You know, pop some of these guys on the other side, just like that. Some of that light kind of escapes on the other side there. Okay. It kind of, once again, it brings it out towards the front. Oh man, Barbara, you came back. Where's Sonia at? Introduce Barbara to the nether region. Sonia must be on bathroom break. I'll do it. There we go. Oh, she went to go make tacos. That's what she did. She went to make tacos. Okay, so now what do we do here exactly? Well, we've put two of the pines here that brings the deciduous trees, the two rows of the trees, back. Okay, and it will eventually it'll set the house back. And believe it or not, I did not cut into the house. All right, I'm trying to see if there's anything else I really need or want to put in here that's small enough so I won't block the house. I don't see anything yet, but I believe what I'm going to do later on is once I paint this fellow in, I'll probably put some tree here. It's not gonna be convoluted with a whole bunch of branches, but maybe even a reddish tree, who knows. I'll put something here, okay, to probably even out the foreground. We don't know yet, we'll see. Let's move this over here on this side, if I can do it. Let's move him over there. Let's slide this over. All right, let's peel the house off because we're pretty much done with all of this. I won't put a Kmart Eagle in here or anything. All right, okay. We're at almost an hour, so that's not too bad. All right, I don't need to trouble you guys actually with this, so I can make this disappear. I don't need that. We'll make that disappear. Okay, we'll get rid of this. This can go in the great beyond, aka the garbage. There, we can get rid of that. All right, let's start with that guy. Once again, be very careful with your palette knife. All right, the glycerin tape is not porous. The glycerin that's on here is still wet. The paint is still wet. Be a wee bit careful. Okay. All right, I'll start off the page here because we got a little bit of the path of the sidewalk here. And gently just pull. Now it's gonna probably catch onto some other stuff there, but it's all right. I'll just carefully peel it away. Okay. Be careful peeling this stuff off. If I was smart, I would go to a corner. But we all know I'm not really that bright. So for the people who are learning, go from the corner. Now you're gonna pull as you're lifting. So now I'm on paper. All right, so I have to do this. If not, all right, you're gonna tear into your paper. And that's just bad mojo. You just don't want that. It's bad juju. And you just peel. Just like that. Yeah, I got a little strip here. I know I did. There. Like that. Okay, let's peel this corner off. I'm just going sliding up underneath the tape, lifting. All right, and I'll take my little finger because I don't have much as in fingernails, and slowly pull, lift. And it should come up without any hassle, no fuss, no muss, in a perfect world. You can do whatever object that you are masking. It doesn't matter if it's a barn owl, a moose, a snake, a rat, cat, it doesn't matter, a bat. All right. Okay, and there we go. I don't think I have anything else hidden in there. Now the house itself looks, well, pretty much like a architect type deal there. All right, I'm going to take a different approach to painting this house for the simple fact of, I got a lot of detail in this. Okay, I'm gonna still have it match and still make it fit within this scene. So once the house is completed, along with its little sidewalk and all of that, we're gonna put grass and whatever in here just to incorporate this building into the rest of the painting, so it doesn't stand out the way it's standing out. All right. It will probably be a dulled out color of whatever color I choose for this. I doubt it's going to be red, because then it's going to look like some fancy looking barn, so we won't do that. But we'll see. I'll think about it. I don't know when I'll get back to this, because if Bruce is coming on tonight, so I doubt I'll be doing anything with it this evening. It all depends. So we'll just see. Okay. And as we get towards finishing the house, I'll probably gently glaze some shadow here just to separate this tree a little bit more. I'll probably glaze it somewhere around in here, give it a little more separation between these two, which means I'll probably add a little shadow in here. I won't necessarily get rid of all the yellow, but that's what glazing is. You'll still see some of that brightness, but you'll tell that this has been pushed a little more forward than this guy, because this guy will be brighter, but he's larger, so he'll still be ahead. This one will be in shadow because of the width of the girth of this tree compared to this one. So all of that you'd have to kind of think about with the house. Okay. Obviously the house is nothing but a long rectangle, therefore one side is brighter than the other side, and plus we got these little beautiful little tile, the siding here. We're going to keep the siding on this one. Like I said, this one will be handled a little differently than some of the log cabins and other stuff that I do. All right. So this will take a little time to do, but hopefully I'll get it straight. Okay. Yeah, what people do is they'll just like either steal an identity or come up with one, and then they'll put that crap on there, and because it doesn't say anything that's porn related, people can kind of get away with doing that foolishness. So, but yeah, all you really do is, you got a wrench by your name. You can either block them, report them. Reporting them don't mean nothing because it's done but a dead site. Okay, the only thing YouTube would do really is just cancel the site. They'll just put the kibosh on it. But unfortunately, anybody who has that legitimate name will have to go through a bunch of hoops to prove it's not them that's doing it. And that's what these people do. Yeah, they're real first-class citizens, these people. So, yeah. Now, I can take the tape off because anything else that I will be doing will not really incorporate the edge, but I won't do that. I'll keep the tape on there. So that shall be the end of this, because like I say, we're just about 30 seconds away from a full hour. All right, so that's not too bad. All right, well, thank you guys, and for whoever it is that wanted this masked, the lesson of it being masked, I've already did that in the previous tutorial just an hour ago, about an hour 17 minutes ago. I did a tutorial on how to mask and cut it and everything, and this one here essentially was just putting the background in the foreground and just taking the mask off. Okay, so the next time we come back, I'll paint it in, and that should be a lesson upon itself, because I have to once again approach this a little differently since I penciled in all the details like I did. All right guys, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you, and until next time, take care, and hope to see you soon. I probably will be chatting with you guys and seeing you on with Bruce later on this evening. Take care everybody, and once again, thank you very much. Peace.